Aqua gang, gang, gang. It's your girl, Empress 777 up in this thing. What's up, you guys? What is going on? I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. It's going to be a general message for my Aquarius soul family. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what we need to know for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, guys, okay? May or may not resonate. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest for whoever else it's here for. My messages can be very particular, very specific. All right. If you're here for a purpose. I'm just saying, okay? My titles are not clickbait. They mean something, very much something, okay? All right. I hope everybody is doing well. You guys, I did lose my voice these last couple of days. My daughter's birthday was yesterday. We've been turning up for the last couple of days. So if you hear me sounding a little bit funny, a little bit iffy, a little bit, show your girl some grace, okay? It's starting to come back. I got my medicine ball, my tea, okay? And we're gonna try to get through this. I just couldn't go another day, okay, without coming towards you guys, all right? I had to let it be known. This message is very specific, you guys. I'm actually curious to see how many of you actually resonate with this. But before we get started, please click that like button if you do not mind, guys. It helps in the most tremendous way for our channel to grow. It helps people find us, and it helps our energy spread across this platform. Because sometimes people need it. Sometimes people need that big old aqua energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, add that aqua pressure to the YouTube platform. Click the like button. It's very simple. If you have not already made it official, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well to become a part of our family, a part of our soul, a family, our gang, you know. And you may want to click the notification bell as well so you can be notified when I upload for this sign. One little announcement before we get started. As you know, I have began to do personal reads again. It's very important though, you guys, to follow my steps specifically, because I noticed that there are some fraudsters. There are some fraudulent people, okay? So some con artists down in these comments pretending to be me. I would never suggest you get a reading from me. If you don't request it from me, then you're not gonna get one. That's just how that goes, right? Like, I'm not gonna ever solicit to you in the comments to come towards me and get a personal read. And I damn sure ain't gonna do it through no WhatsApp, okay? If a personal read is something that you're interested in, right now I'm fully booked, but I am putting people on the wait list currently, okay? So all of the information is down below in the description box. The steps required in order to get that going, get put on the wait list, and those are the first people that I will contact once I am available again, okay? So I think that's all I have to say, right? And a link down below also for new merch, if that's something that you're interested in as well. Aqua Energy hoodies, all kind of, you know, just go take a little look. Go take a little look. If something screams at you, then go ahead and get yours, okay? Now, let's go ahead and jump in. I think I've been running my mouth. So, you guys, again, a very specific message, okay? What was very odd for me is I was told to put the card back in the deck, but in my little makeshift oracle deck, which we will have for sale soon, okay? I'm just saying, you know, I was like, okay, sorry. You're like, girl, this is not a commercial. Can we get our read, please? Okay. One of the cards that popped out was jealousy, okay? Somebody being jealous, a connection being rooted in jealousy, but it was hidden. So I feel like you didn't quite understand why it felt competitive, or why it felt as though you were working against one another, or why it felt as, instead of a romantic connection, this felt more like a op, right? An opposer. But I feel like you could never quite put your finger on why it was rooted in jealousy. This is a connection rooted wholly and totally in jealousy, okay? I feel like the jealousy stems from things that are out of your control, you guys, okay? I do. Let's go over all of the cards first, all right? We had the fourth house that came out first. This is about somebody's roots, somebody's morals, what is deep rooted in someone's soul, right? Self-care, somebody's personal foundations, personal goals, how a person really connects with themselves, with the universe, right? A person who has some form of security, some form of shelter. We also have Grand Trine. This is about being blessed, right? Naturally having blessings, having good luck, receiving gifts, being content, having a magnetic aura, right? Being harmonious in your energy. Even if you feel like you don't possess those things, it's not really up to you. It's about what other people can see on the outside. Your aura definitely is assessed by other people. So the things that you currently have along with the things that you're currently on your way to, on your journey, others can feel it. And that does or can bring a bit of envy and jealousy, right? Green-eyed monster is what I'm hearing. For people who feel like that is not something that they can attain or something that they have ever had, all right? Now, we also have no chill. Slay is in the reverse. Somebody has gotten a rude awakening in reference to their control over you or lack thereof, or the effects that they can have over you, okay? Especially in reference to your emotions in particular. If they don't know that as an Aquarius, y'all know I'm an Aquarius too, right? So I could say this, and y'all gonna ride with it. More often than not, it takes us a long time to get those emotions, but even when they're gotten, right? Even if we do have emotions for you, that shit can turn off so quickly. I mean, it's like a light switch, on then off, right? That's why people got to be real careful. You got to be careful. Don't be sorry, ho. Be careful, because just as long as it may have taken us to garner feelings, emotions, love, etc., for you, it don't take that long for that shit to go away. Okay, we get turned off very fast, right? Very analytical. We analyze everyone, everything. And I just feel like either this person has never dealt with an Aquarius before, or just not one of your caliber, right? I feel like if you are resonating with this message, you are an Aquarian through and through, all right? Even for some of you, you have it in more than one placement in your natal chart, okay? More than 2 placements. You see what I'm saying? So they weren't quite ready for the pressure that you would apply in this connection, in this relationship, or your energy at all, whatsoever. I feel like the way this person pegged you at the beginning of the connection was sort of like demure, possibly a doormat, possibly somebody who's passive, someone who will allow them to get away with things, someone who wasn't really about much. I don't know why they would have gotten that notion. Okay, I don't know why they would have gotten that. We have hidden agenda, of course, and then emotional immaturity. This person is emotional immature, and this person doesn't have much depth to them at all. This is also why they would have pegged you as the same, right? Equally yoked. But you were just very much so lowering your standards by dealing with this person, not on the same level as them. So this is possibly why they would have mistaken you for someone who was like themselves. All right, now, this is someone who I feel like, because of their emotional immaturity, they would do things, right, that would come off as harmless through this hidden agenda. And they wanted to garner a reaction out of you. They like to get you riled up. So if you showed any form of emotions to this person, even if it was anger, even if it was sadness, if it was crying, if it was, you know, being livid with them, right? If it was being worried, if it was any forms of emotions, it's almost like they suck it up like a vulture. Like they are so thirsty. This person is so thirsty for people to be doing the most in regards to them. So if you showed them any little piece of care in the world, if you showed them any of your fucks to give, they viewed that as weakness, and therefore in their minds solidified who they felt you were or who they thought you were. But I feel like the longer they stayed around, the longer they realized that they were not going to be able to attain you in the way that they wanted to, if that makes sense. This is somebody who likes to acquire people, if that makes sense. They don't want to be in connection. They don't want to be in partnership. They want to be in control. Like they want to be the one leading. They want to be the one making the decisions. They want to be the one who is at the forefront of this relationship, the one that is most important, the one that is doing the most important shit, the one that is succeeding, the one that is smashing their goals, the one that is making the most money, the one that is the cutest, the one that is the finest, the one that gets the most attention, the one that has the best conversation, the one, you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Yikes. Yeah, it says succeeding at something, right? This is somebody who strives for that. Strives for it in the most toxic way possible, okay? And I feel like their jealousy and anger, because their jealousy and anger is one. They're angry that they are jealous of you, and that they even have a reason to be jealous, okay? And like I said, it's because of something that is completely out of your control. This is about your aura. This is about your light, about who you are as a person. You don't have to beg people to be around you. You don't have to beg people to talk to you. You don't have to, go out of your way and do the most, right? In order to get attention, in order to get people to be curious about you, or people to want to be around you, or people to want to be attracted to you. You're like a magnet. People are attracted to you automatically. In fact, you hate that shit sometimes. Sometimes you just want to be left the fuck alone, but people don't leave you the fuck alone because you are very attractive. Okay? Your aura, that is, right? So this is somebody who always viewed you as competition in that way, right? In fact, they feel like because of who you are, things come to you easily. So your ideas, the way that you are able to problem solve, the way that you are able to continue to level up, right? The way that you are able to speak to them without getting crazy, you know, without really having a care in the world, because I feel like this person would even try to throw up some of their accomplishments in your face, only to find that you were supportive. And they hate that shit. They almost want you to be mad that they are succeeding as well. They want you to be in competition with them rather than in partnership, rather than in friendship or in a love connection or as a family member, right? Just place it where they belong. This is somebody who thrives off of you being jealous of them, when in fact they are the ones who are jealous of you. They kind of want to flip that coin. This is what is this, you guys? What is this? You may actually not even feel like you are having good luck, or that you have had good luck in the recent past. But I do feel energetically you're going towards something major, something huge, okay? This is something that you have been calling in and trying to manifest. It does feel monetary for a great majority of you, okay? It could be spiritual as well. Your spiritual aura, your spiritual inclination, you elevating spiritually, right? All those things that bring peace to you, okay? You have a peace within you that a lot of people are not able to garner. And even though monetary gains are, of course, a thing, right? Everybody wants financial freedom. Everybody wants wealth, health, wealth, abundance. There is something to be said about the currency of having a peace of mind, or being peaceful internally, right? Not having anxiety, not being worried, being okay, having a calm. There's a real calm about you that bothers the fuck out of this person. They don't like it. They hate it. They want you to yell at them, scream at them, curse them out, come towards them, be mad that they got something that you wanted. This could also be somebody who is so much so in competition with you. It's very weird, you guys, that if you share with them your goals or things that you want to accomplish, things that you want to get, it could be something as simple as a car, a type of hairstyle, a type of, you know, pair of shoes, a job, or something of that sort. You come back around and they have already done it, right? Like, they have strived so hard. They have done the most. They have gone out of their way to try and get to it before you do, so that they can come back and tell you that, oh, you remember that thing that you wanted? Remember that thing you were working towards? Remember that thing that you were trying to get? Well, I got it. This is crazy. This is crazy, you guys. It's crazy. And I'm almost wondering if this is something that you have noticed, you guys. If you're resonating with this message, this is a very specific message. You do have gifts coming in. You have a major, huge breakthrough. That's what this grand shrine is. Grand. Huge, abundant amount of success. And it does appear to be coming in multiple areas of your life. See? Right? It says, I've been swept off my feet. Random, unexpected, amazing. The way that I'm reading this card is that I feel like you always strike. You know, you always make a strike. Like, even if it appears to yourself that you have missed an opportunity, that you have, you know, had a disappointment or two, that you may have had some stagnancy towards certain goals and certain successes, I'm being told to say this very specifically. You are your worst critic. You are the hardest on yourself. So even when you accomplish certain things, even when you need to be having a pep rally for yourself, you're still very much so hard on yourself, because you don't want a feeling of contentment. Where is it? Here we go, right? Grand Shrine. You don't want to be content. You want to always be striving to be better. You're definitely about growth, expansion, evolution. But that doesn't negate what other people see, right? Like, even if you feel when you accomplish something, okay, that's great, but now I have something way bigger than I'm trying to accomplish. Now I have even more goals that I'm trying to go towards. That's wonderful, but that's like a small piece of the bigger puzzle. That might be your thought process. That's very Aquarian energy. Everybody else sees you're doing that shit. Like, what? How are you pulling this off? How are you always, you know, striking out? I don't understand how you're always hitting a strike, how you're always knocking every goal down, right? It appears that it comes easily, but people are not there when you cry yourself to sleep, when you are worried about certain things, when you do have anxiety right before a big step that you're about to make, when you do have to go back and forth in your head about making certain decisions. People are not there, right? That's also in this hidden agenda card. Like, you definitely hide your moves. You hide like all of the small little minute details. You're very private. So you are quiet in the ways that you do no, they said rephrase that. You're quiet in the ways that you navigate your path, but your success is loud as fuck. That's what I heard, okay? It's booming. Okay, like some 808s, bitch. People hear it loud and clear. They can't not hear it. They can't ignore it. Okay? So I feel like that's why it may be a little bit confusing to you. It's like, what are you in competition with? My guy, my girl. I'm doing the work. Like, you're not there during the blood, sweat, and tears, and when I'm worried, and when things don't follow through, and when things don't always come through for me, you're not there. That's not what people see. So you may naturally have several people who are in competition with you. They might be quite angry that you're so private, that you're so quiet. And if you're not that way, then that is something that you're needing to handle, okay? You needed to tighten up your mouth and your circle. We have, see, slow down, right? There's no need to rush it. Slow down. Let's take our time. Now, I feel as though, look, you can't make it up, right? Moving secretly. So that is definitely something for a great majority of you. Regardless of who's skeptical about your moves and what you're doing, I feel like you may have a lot of snakes in your grass, guys, okay? And for some of you, that snake is right in your motherfucking bed. Like, what? Huh? It is saying that you possibly need to slow down, okay? Take a moment to smell the roses. Take a moment to give yourself a pat on the back here and there. I know you're like, I have so much shit to get done. That little accomplishment, it's major, okay? Please do not dumb down or diminish the accomplishments that you have made, okay? They're not small. And you're the only one that's viewing them as small. I'm gonna let you know that. Everybody else around you, they see the growth, okay? They do. They see the transformation. They see where you're going, babe. They do. They want to go with you. You need not take everybody with you, guys, all right? You need not do that. Like I said, snakes in the grass. So while they appear to be harmless, they are in fact poisonous. Let's see here. For some of you, you definitely need to take a vacation. You like, not today, bitch. I got too much work to do. I got too much stuff to do. Yeah, I get it. But law of attraction is what's going to allow you to accomplish these goals faster. Are you trying to speed up the momentum or not? Okay. Are you or are you not? You definitely have people around you masking who they are, right? Like not showing what their true intentions are, gaslighting you, pretending to be down with you, pretending to be okay with you, pretending to be happy for you. That's definitely the energy of this person when they really wish that they could be you or do the things that you are doing. That is some of the sickest shit that I ever heard, because if this is your lover, right? If this is somebody that you have been in a love connection with, you, even though you saw that the two of you are very, very different, the two of you are not the same person, you don't expect that. You don't expect people to be like you. You know that you're one of a kind. That would be unfair. That would be unfair to hold people at the same standard as who you are. They don't exist. Hello? That's your mindset, right? Very logical. This is a person who views that as pity. The fact that you would have been willing to still partner with them, even though a lot of the resources, a lot of the growth, a lot of the expansion in this connection was coming from your end. You were willing to take what they had and still expand on that. That's teamwork to you. That's a partnership to you. That only angered this person, guys, okay? You viewed it as loving on them and being loving, showing them some grace, and they viewed it as you treating them like a simp, right? Like you simping them, like you sunning them. Okay, that's what I heard. I don't even use that language or that lingo. Sunning them, right? Meaning they're your child. Take a nap, bitch, right? Like, let me get you some fruit snacks while I make this bag, bitch. Like, get out of my way. Okay, that's how they viewed it. It's crazy. We have the Grim Reaper, and I do feel like you slowed things down substantially, okay? Which you should have. Eventually, it will or it has already ended. And this is definitely making this person spiral, you guys. Spiral out of control. We have no chill here, okay? Not only did they like the trajectory in which you were going when they were with you, even though they would have been privy to the benefits, you were willing to allow them the benefits. This is somebody who just could not be happy for you, you guys, okay? They could not. Someone who also loathes. That's the word I'm hearing, loathe. That's a deep word. They loathe the way that you care for yourself, okay? Self-care can come in many of different forms. I feel like this is a mental self-care. You're very mental and analytical and logical sign. So I feel like when you analyze yourself and you go through the things that you have encountered, the things that you do want, the things that you don't have yet, the things that are not working, that's something that this person doesn't have the ability to do, guys. And they don't like that you have the ability to do that either. To care about yourself, to have self-awareness and recognize how you're feeling or how somebody is making you feel, because guess what that does? That makes you create boundaries for them and everybody else. If that's not something that you do currently, then that's a warning. That's the divine showing up, letting you know what's missing. When you care for yourself on a mental level, that means that you have a certain awareness of your emotions, your feelings, your energy, your aura. When certain people come around, when certain people leave, when certain people are in your atmosphere, when you engage with certain individuals, when you are in a certain environment, right? Like you are viewing all those things, and then you are moving the pieces of the puzzle to your life accordingly. So if I know that every time you come around, I'm fucking drained, guess what? You don't come around no more. That's how that goes, right? Let's see here. Yeah, because this fourth house is saying shelter, right? Like it's sheltering yourself from certain negative energies, certain negative aspects that people who just, you know, there are certain people, you guys, right? Like I'm not calling them bad people, but they're just bad for your energy and they're just bad for what you're trying to accomplish. Just they would slow you down. And they often try to very much so mask themselves as somebody who is a part of your team or who wants to be a part of your team or support you. Yet they are, like I said, snakes in the grass, waiting to give you that venomous bite that ends it all, right? Makes you hit rock bottom, slows you down. We have Wheel of Fortune. I would love to know how much credit you give yourself, you guys. I feel like you're too hard on yourself. I do. That Wheel of Fortune suggests that when people come into contact with you, it is a strike of good luck. You're a giver, right? You give freely. You don't even charge people for advice. When your advice sometimes elevates people. Like the fuck? This is also why people are so very attracted to you and to your energy, you guys, okay? They would love to be able to partake of it, suck from it for the free 99, baby. For the free 99. King of Cups makes total sense. 7 of Cups, absolutely. 2 of Swords, yep. And the Hierophant. So I feel like you're being guided to level up, guys. You are trying to level up. That's been the whole plan all along. But I feel like some stagnancy, okay? I feel like for some of you, you're hitting a brick wall. Whilst trying to level up, you feel like you're hitting a ceiling, okay? Can't get but so high. And that's because you need to slow down. You're going too fast. You're not taking a moment to enjoy the things that you've worked for. You need a fucking vacation. For some of you, you need to make that happen. I'm just hearing that outright. I feel like you've been talking yourself out of taking time off, even if it's a staycation. Nobody is saying that you have to go to a paradise here on earth, even though that would be the best. That would be the best, because it's something about getting out in nature. Okay, if it's cold where you are, no matter what the weather is where you are, you need to be outside enjoying the fruits of your labor, right? That means going to places where you enjoy, that you enjoy going to. If that's a beach, right? That's just one example. Everybody doesn't enjoy the beach. Some people may want to go to the mountains, right? And be around the snow. It's about being around what source has created. Okay, because that's going to put you in a state of gratitude for being able to experience that. But if you actively talk yourself out of that, out of taking a fucking break, which is not really a break, you don't realize that it's all energy. Okay, even money is energetic as well. Talking yourself out of taking the break is what's making you hit the ceiling when you have such a level up right on the other side. So I feel like it sounds simple, but a lot of you are workaholics. You feel like if you take a moment to yourself, you feel like if you stop, if you slow down, then that means that you're not working towards your goal, and it's actually the opposite, okay? You going, overexerting yourself, not taking a break, not taking no days off, doing all that overtime. Like, come on. Burnout. That's all I hear. Burnout. How can you show gratitude when you're fucking tired? You're sleepy. You need coffee, right? Can't even start your day without coffee. It's something about being in a space to where you can show gratitude to source, and that's what's calling in that next piece of your puzzle to help you break through the roof. That's what I just heard. What kind of reading? Is this a lover's reading? Is this a money reading? I feel like it's both. We have the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, as well as the Death card. And I feel like for others of you, right? I feel like a great majority of you have resonated with that portion of the message, but there is another part, and it is in reference to this person. This is a person who is never going to change. And that is painful as fuck, because you have invested in them. You have. King of Cups. All they've ever given is the Page of Pentacles. Look, sleep, taking naps, eating up all your food, watching up all your cable, buying pay-per-view movies, you know what I'm saying? Asking when you're gonna go to the grocery store, you know, asking if they can borrow your car. Like, come on. Those are just some examples, guys. I know what I mean? Silly. It's a little kiki. But it's not your responsibility. Okay? Your loyalty to this dead-end situation. We literally have the Grim Reaper. This shit needs to be over. Done. Otherwise, you're never getting through the ceiling. And that's just that on that, right? Like, I gotta call a spade now. Y'all know I keep it real. I ain't sugarcoating shit over here. I keep it a buck. There is no back and forth. Two of Swords means like indecision. Don't know which way to go. Don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. If this is a connection that only takes from you, okay? Let's use a bank as an example, since we're Aquarians here. Okay? Can I give you some, can I give you some harsh honesty? Y'all like, girl, isn't that what you've been doing all along? Yeah, but I got some more. Okay, give me some more. We're logical signs. I'm going to give you a logical example and or analogy. Okay, ready for it? Here you go. Bank account, right? Your relationship is the bank account, guys. Okay, relationship is supposed to be resourceful. It's supposed to be a resource to you. Not a hindrance, not a liability. Hello? So if the relationship is a bank account, and you on your end with your mindset, right? How you are now navigating your life, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, there's only leveling up for you. That means all you're doing is depositing into that shit. You're not even taking a vacation, so you ain't taking shit out to even pay yourself. And then you have this other person that's always on nap time. Okay? Ain't got no job, ain't got no benefits, ain't got no insurance, ain't got no car, ain't got no nothing. Nothing. No 401k. They ain't even doing their taxes. They want you to claim them on your taxes and then give you the money that you get back for them as your dependent. Hello? Nothing from nothing makes nothing. Okay, so what does that mean? If it's the bank account, then all they're doing is making withdrawals. Eventually, right? If you're fucking tired and you decide to take this break, but you have somebody here feeding off resources that are not putting anything back in that shit, what do we have, guys? Insufficient funds. That's what the fuck we got. We got insufficient funds. And shut that fucking account down, okay? So this is also why you may not understand why you energetically cannot relax. Why you feel you literally cannot relax. You can't take a break. You can't take a day off. You can't go sleep. Can't take a nap. Can't go on vacation. Can't do nothing for yourself. You're not even buying yourself new shoes, new clothes, nothing. Making your coffee at home. Fuck Starbucks, right? Not giving yourself anything. Law of attraction says what you put out is what you get, right? So if that is what you continuously put out, that is what you will continuously get. This shit ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. You have to drop the dead weight, guys. You do. This person is a hindrance at this point. And they don't want to change. They don't want to change. They don't want to. You can have as many conversations with this person as you want about how you're fucking tired and how you need them to do something and how you need them to grow, how you need them to grow up, how you need them to mature, how you need them to get a job, how you need them to understand their trauma and go to therapy and all of this other shit. One ear out the other. They don't fucking hear you. They're asleep. They're literally sleeping. I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going over to the extended. We will have new love in the extended for those of you who are serious about going through that ceiling, because this huge success, this abundance, this breakthrough that takes little to no effort on your part except dropping dead weight is entailing more than monetary gain. Okay, there's love over there as well. Hierophant actually means a higher level of commitment. Okay, so I definitely want to tap into that. We will tie up this with a cute little bow, okay, before we get to new love. I want to know, where does this person believe this connection is heading? They're currently asleep. They're still not awake. They're not frazzled. They're not razzled. They are literally thinking that they can come in and trigger you in some way emotionally, remember, to get you flying off the handle and not understanding your own emotions, okay, which will then make you want to hold on to them. But they would be reading you totally incorrectly, because I already said that you're not even that kind of person anymore. Remember, you're very aware of how people make you feel. You're very aware of the energies that are being navigated in your life. And you are the CEO of that shit. You're ready to hire and fire people. So we will look to see what they believe is going to happen or where things are heading. I also want to know what shadows both of you need to address. This is going to be the reason for all of this happening. I kind of already went over your shadows, but I'll go a little bit more in depth and detail in reference to how you can get a hold over those and get some movement going. It's a lot of stagnancy here. Okay, and then I want to see what karma the divine has in store for this individual in particular. We have the death card here, but they're refusing to transform. So that is going to call for a very hard and tough transformation. You don't get to choose whether you transform or not, bitch. Okay, that's for you. Ma'am, sir, says you don't get to choose. Okay, so I need to see what karmic cycle is leading to that. I also want to know what their next steps are going to be, as well as their intentions. That's only so that you can fully prepare yourself, okay, and be prepared to make necessary moves that best suit you and your success. You got to be selfish in these decisions, guys. Fuck everybody else. Fuck loyalty at this point. All right. And then I want to know what the potential outcome of this is. Okay. Whether you decide to re-engage with this, continue to engage with this, or go in the opposite direction. There's no judgment. I'm going to look at both. Then we're going to get right into new love, of course. Okay. Let's see what's coming in towards you. What energies? Only good shit, only new shit. Okay. I also want to know, what is this person like? What is their personality like? Okay, what's the sexiest thing about this individual, and what will they find sexiest about you? That will give you an idea of who I'm talking about, who this person is. What is a sign that spirit will give you to signify that this is the one to give your time, your energy, and your focus and your effort into, so you're not wasting your fucking time? Very important. I also want to know what the chemistry is like in and out of the bedroom with this energy. Okay, what is it like? I'm just nosy. Okay, I know y'all want to know too. Don't play. Y'all know y'all want to know. Okay, and then I want to see what spirit suggests you do in order to elevate your vibrational frequency in order to remain invisible to toxic energies as you move forward. That's going to protect yourself, because you are going to be going through that roof, right? Going through to the next cycle. You don't need anything slowing you down. And then let's also see what blockages, if any, may be prolonging you from elevating out of this current cycle. What may be slowing you down? All right, what things may you need to be quiet about in order to get that movement going? And then we're going to see what the potential outcome is of your new love interest. Is it going into union? What's the potential of it going into union in the near future? Okay. And lastly, we will get your focus advice in reference to what Spirit suggests you focus on energetically in order to attain your desired life of fulfillment and happiness, whatever that recipe looks like for you. Your goal, your ultimate goal, how can you make that happen with the quickness? Like today, like tomorrow, right? Like what do they suggest you lean into in order to get that momentum going? And I will, as a bonus, add our Ask the Universe read. Well, I'll give you the floor to ask a couple questions, but I'll have some more directions for that over in the extended. Okay, so without further ado, please click that like button, y'all. Don't play with her. Okay, click that like button, support the channel, click the subscribe button. I'm gonna put the link for the extended down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see y'all over there. All right.